Chance time!
Chance time? Oh, fuck! You're gonna steal my star, you SOB! I am never playing Mario Party with you ever again. And every time I play with you, you steal my stupid star, or Pixity gets all the good rolls, I get the crap rolls. This game is totally, completely, and utterly rigged, and that's why we love Mario Party. Hello everyone, I'm Tomas 2-Bit Bestow, and I welcome you to another episode of 2 Bits of Thomas, where today we're talking about the possibly one of the best party game series ever made.
Mario Party.
Party Mario.
1 through 8. And DS, probably. 9 and 10, I don't know. We don't talk about it.
We don't. I sadly have played 9. It's not really worth talking about. If you want to know the feelings about Mario Party 10, just look up a compilation of Trucker Conroy yelling about it during one of the Coliseum streams, because my god, that game sucks.
Yep.
And then the other games that try to capture the magic of what the Mario Party games does, no. Which is why it is so refreshing to know that Super Mario Party is a true return to classic Mario Party with actual boards, 100 mini games, and online play. What else can I say? This is a masterpiece.
Do you mean Super Mario Party or the new Mario Party Superstars?
Superstars, right?
Oh, yeah, because okay. Confusion. There's so many. We almost have as many Mario Parties as we do Land Before Time sequels now. It's ridiculous.
There's like 15, I want to say, probably guessing.
I'm actually going to look that up real quick. Let's see here. We got 10, 11, 12, 13,
Mario
14,
Party Advance doesn't count.
15.
It still technically counts.
16,
No, it doesn't.
You sounded so defeated. No, no, it doesn't.
If we were to count every single game that has Mario Party in its title, there'd be about, I think I just said 16 or 18.
That beats the Land Before Time's 14. Unless you count the TV series. But anyways.
No, we don't count the TV series.
Yeah.
But, yeah, let's get in. The core, so, what is Mario Party essentially? Well,
a friendship ruiner.
Well,
to some extent.
Dude, there's that, Monopoly, Mario Kart Double
Uno.
Dash, Uno, yeah. There's a lot of friends.
Sorry, I was rubbing.
I didn't. Oh, I don't. I have the oldest whip known to man. But yes, Mario Party is possibly one of the greatest friendship killers of all time. Because, well, it's basically just a multi-board game where you have to collect the most stars by going around the board, collecting coins, playing mini games, and relying on one of the worst things ever created, Silver.
Chance time!
Yep. Seriously, it doesn't matter what name this was given in the later releases, Chance Time will absolutely ruin your friendship, because you will somehow get either all their stars or trade stars or all their coins. Something will happen and your friend will hate you forever for it.
And today we'll be going over Mario Party 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and DS. So why don't we start?
Starting with the classic Mario Party.
Excuse me.
Starting with the classic Mario Party, released in 1998. This is the game that launched it all.
Well, 99 in the US, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but we don't talk about that. Shh. This first game in the series has the most boards of any game. It has a board pretty much for all the characters. Yeah, you have DK's Jungle, Peach's Birthday Cake.
Sorry.
Was that a good or a bad sound?
We'll
get
Luigi,
to it.
We have Luigi's Engine, Yoshi's Tropical Island. I don't know what Mario had.
Mario's Rainbow Castle,
Rainbow
and
Castle.
then Wario's Battle Canyon, and that's okay because that's like the most least played on that game in my opinion.
Yeah. Along with that, there's also a board for Bowser and the Star board.
Magma Mountain and Eternal Star.
Eternal Star, thank you. Yep. So that puts us at 8 boards, and no other game has ever reached that number of boards since, which is crazy.
Too bad the game caused blisters.
No, you're thinking of 1.
No, I'm talking about 1.
Oh. Yeah.
We are talking about 1.
Yeah, 1's the loneliest number we ever knew.
I think Glitchy glitched.
Yeah.
Error.
But yeah, for those that don't know, Mario Party 1 was a really good idea for its time. Unfortunately, it created a lot of mini games that had you rotate the Nintendo 64 controller stick, which seems okay, but then when you take the idea that the best way to rotate it is to put the palm of your hand on the stick and rotate it, you're going to get a lot of blisters.
That is the N64 stick is really flimsy to begin with anyway.
And you can break them.
Oh god, so easy.
Yeah, not to mention Nintendo actually did get sued over this, and they actually had to pay out some money and give gloves to those who sent in proof that they got blisters from playing the game. But not a lot of people knew this, so Nintendo didn't really lose as much money as you would think.
Imagine it did, and we wouldn't have Mario Party to this day because of that weird lawsuit kind of thing.
Yeah. Also, in Mario Party 1 is the ability to lose coins if you lose a mini game, which they later got rid of.
Thankfully,
would have been great. I never played it, so I didn't know about that. But the idea of that is hilarious to me.
Well, it wasn't every mini game; it was only the ones that played a certain song that you would lose coins. There were like about 10 different mini games, I think, that you could lose 5 coins or more. Yeah. I think 15 was the most you could lose.
Yeah, and
that's as much as a fucking thing itself, a star itself. Wow, that's crazy.
They also had 1-player mini games where you would, if you were playing against computer players, you'd have to watch them play a mini game by themselves, and that wasn't fun. That was boring.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, okay, so we're just gonna watch the AI play this game, and they're going to take forever. It's going to be boring, and why can't we skip this?
But let's not forget the most important part of Mario Party series is, well, until a certain point, they had a plot. And the plot of the first Mario Party is that everyone's trying to find out who's the biggest superstar of them all. That's why the boards have different names of the characters, and each thing you do at the end of the game, end of the party, is relevant to how the stars create power and solve problems. Pretty cool.
And each board also has its own sort of unique gimmick to it, something that would be passed on to pretty much all the other boards in future games. DK's Jungle had the womps that you had to try and that you could pay to get by to take shortcuts, and hitting the special exclamation point, or I believe it's called event space, would cause a boulder to chase you.
Yep. And then there were also stone doors.
Yep. They were really stoned.
Yeah. But yeah, Peach's birthday cake, on the other hand.
Yeah,
you sound like you might have been dead.
See, here's the thing. With Peach's birthday cake, you can buy a piranha plant, and it can steal a star from another player.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. That's like, ugh. Yoshi's Tropical. Go ahead.
But Peach's birthday cake has one of the most annoying gimmicks in all of Mario Party. The fact that you have to basically gamble to get the star. because there's a point where there's a crossroads, and if you get you have 3 chances out of 4 to get to the star, but if you end up with Bowser's seed, I don't know where I'm going with this, but if you end up with the seed that plants a Bowser flower, you end up going to Bowser. He makes you lose 20 coins to buy a bullshit cake that he made. And yep.
Fortunately, in Yoshi's Tropical Island, you don't have to worry about that. Instead, you have to worry about Toad switching places with Bowser between the 2 islands and having to pay coins to get by the thwomps on the bridge, which will constantly increase at each time you pay them.
Yeah.
So imagine you're like, okay, I gotta get across the bridge. Hey, so Luigi can't get the star. Oh man, it'll cost me 4 coins. I'll have to pay 10 coins, so that way Luigi will have to pay 11 coins to get across.
Luckily, if you're playing with easy CPUs like I did, because I didn't have any brothers or sisters or friends growing up,
also known as Babby mode.
It was it wasn't too bad, but the thing that drove me crazy on Yoshi's Tropical Island is when you hit a happening space, they switch places, Bowser and Toad. Yes. So yeah, and that actually happens a lot in the first Mario Party.
Oh, look again. I'm going to bring up the Runaway Guys. Watch their Let's Play of Mario Party 1. During Yoshi's Tropical Island, there's a time where they switched the locations of them like 3 times in one turn. So, yes, it happens.
All I gotta say is that thank God there was no story mode until Mario Party 3, because playing story mode at Party 1 would be like repeatedly being kicked in the balls over and over.
And as someone who has experienced that kind of pain, it is definitely not fun.
No, it's not. But anyways, what was the next one? Wario's Battle Canyon?
Yep, that one is basically, hey, good luck trying to get on the space you want. Also, don't go to the center.
Yeah, that board kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie.
That one is pretty much, it's just, you get in cannons, you get fired out of them, you land on a random space. Hopefully it's the right space so you can, get the star. Otherwise, you just end up with bad luck.
Luigi's Engine Room. Yeah, sorry.
No, Luigi's Engine Room. That one's actually a fun board.
No, I was just gonna go on to it. I was just trying to move on. Luigi's Engine Room is really fun, but it's very maze-like, and the gimmick with that one is that the doors keep switching, so they open different paths. Every turn they switch, I think. Unless you want to pay this one robot 20 coins to switch to the doors, but it's pretty pointless because they just switch back after that turn.
I mean, it can mess up with the other players' turns doing that, but yeah, it's definitely more of a maze board, but it's one of the coolest designs as far as boards go.
Yeah, not to mention the whole thing, once you finish the party, it's on a giant flying ship in a rainbow, like, wonderland.
Did you say rainbow?
Yeah.
It's time for Mario's. It's Mario's Rainbow Course, proving to everyone that he's gay?
Yes, possibly.
Maybe that's why he doesn't want to. He just blushes and doesn't kiss Peach back. We don't know.
We don't know. But Mario's Rainbow Castle is a lot of fun, actually. It's just, once again, though, it has the switching of Bowser and Toad.
Yeah, except this time it's every time a star's gotten. So if Toad gets a star, you get the star from Toad, bam, Bowser. So that means if you have a star, he'll steal it from you when you meet Bowser.
Yeah, and he'll steal 40 coins.
Yeah, so it really is a board where you have to be careful. Otherwise, you will be screwed.
1-star difficulty, my ass.
Yeah. And then there's the quote-unquote best board, depending on who you ask, because well, let's face it, it's a Bowser board. Who's gonna love this board?
Bowser lovers.
Okay, fair enough.
Daddy.
I'm not denying that one either.
I'm not touching that with a 6-foot pole right now. But Bowser's Magna Mountain. This one is a really hates coins, because if you land on the event space for this board, every single blue space that would reward you coins becomes a red space for 3 turns.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Is it really? That's bad. That's fun bad.
And every crossroads is a gamble. You either go up or you don't advance.
Yep.
You have to hit a dice block, and if it says star, if it says Bowser, you go to Bowser. You either advance or you don't advance, and then you have to keep going in circles. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. It's definitely one of those boards that's like, it wants to piss you off.
And then there's Eternal. Oh, sorry.
Which is pretty much the main theme for almost all Bowser boards, but it's nowhere near as bad as
Eternal Star, which, by the way, you have to get 100 stars in the game to open it. And again, me being an only child with no friends, that took a while.
Yeah, it definitely takes a long time to try and unlock this board just because of how many stars you need. And even then, it's like, by the time you do unlock that, you're possibly like a little burnt out from playing Mario Party. So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Actually, a memory of this board actually comes from it was a myth in my school, basically. It was like, there was a kid who was like, if you get 100 stars, you unlock a secret level with all these baby Bowsers. Like, you're stupid. That's not true. Yes, it is. It's one of those things. So
it's one of those backyard rumor things.
But it actually turned out to be true. Yeah.
Yep. Like, it's kind of like, hey, you can see me naked if you enter this code. Beep, 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 beep.
The Rescuers.
Beep, 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 beep. I'm kidding.
We're not talking about that movie. But, yeah. Interesting enough, the Eternal Star is the most convoluted board in the whole game because of the warp pads that can take you from one location to another. You would think that they operate in a specific way, but there's actually 3 different patterns that it could randomly take.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Mario Party... Yeah. It's... Altogether, the Mario Party 1 boards, and especially the mini games, are pretty generic. They were good for... I mean, you all have to start somewhere, but honestly, in terms of how fun this Mario Party is, this one really sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone will agree it suffers a lot from first game syndrome.
Yes, absolutely. They didn't know what they were doing, and they had to perfect all the bugs, which brings us to, in my opinion, the best Mario Party, Mario Party 2.
This one is definitely seemed to be the most popular. It has the same number of characters, but a few less boards. But yet the boards themselves...
No, go ahead. I'm bad tonight.
But the boards themselves are still very fun.
Now, I actually have a fun story about this one. I did not have Mario Party 2 when I was a kid because I was afraid of the box art. I thought Mario was pointing at me with a sinister look on his face, and I was like, I'm not touching that.
Hold on, I need to look at that. Hold on.
You thought he was looking at you with a sinister look, pointing at you like, you're the next mother effer.
It is honestly, it is a little sinister. I'm not denying that. It's a
hey, you better play my motherfucking game.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. It really does have like a bit of a sinister look, but because it does. Luigi looks friendly. Donkey Kong looks friendly. Everybody looks pretty friendly. Even fucking Wario, but fucking Mario's like, yeah, he's like point, and he's in a cowboy outfit, so it's like he's shooting a gun. Like, yeah, that's intense. That's intense.
This is because you guys decided to sue me.
Thank you so much for letting me take your soul.
I can't. Oh God.
But anyways, it's a shame because that is the best Mario Party in my opinion. It's the most balanced. They introduced the idea of items, but unlike the predecessors to Mario Party 2, you only get one item. So you need to know which item to use the best instead of the 3 that you get later on in later Mario parties.
Yeah. It really does. The items really are a big game changer. You have the mushroom, so you can roll the dice twice. The golden mushroom, triple. The warp block that lets you trade places with any player on the board. The plunder chest that lets you steal items.
Oh God, the plunder chest.
The Boo Bell, I think that is an item.
Boo Bell. Like, it's not like you said something like boobies with it, like Boo Bell.
the boobies, to which you can squish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going any further with this joke.
Then of course, there's the Bowser Bomb, which is what you don't want to get.
Yeah, that will summon Bowser.
And Bowser, I will admit, the Bowser Bomb does make the game a little funny because Bowser will go around and like talk. He's so into his character because the gimmick with this one. The story of this one is that you're in like an amusement park, and the boards are different areas of the amusement park that you're trying to win from Bowser. So, like in Pirate Land, he's always like "yar har har," and in Mystery Land, he's like shouting riddles and stuff, and you have to answer the riddle, and you never get it right. It doesn't matter.
I think also this is the one I think that still has such a great thing is where every board you have a different costume. This is the one with that one, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm surprised they haven't done that back.
Yeah.
Too many graphics, I guess. I don't know.
That they did it a 64 title. How hard could it be to do it now? Like, come on.
I guess, but
yep. Like I said, the and for this time, everyone's complaining about what to name this amusement park, and for each area you go to, you dress up in costumes. Pirate Land, you're dressed as pirates. Western Land, you're dressed as cowboys. Space Land, you're dressed as astronauts. Mystery Board, you're dressed as archaeologists. And
Horror Land,
you're dressed as mages.
Did we say Mystery Land?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's all.
And then there's Bowser Land, where you're dressed as nothing, but you get to play on Bowser's board.
And it is hard.
Yes. Like I said, the first game's boards all have a gimmick. These boards also have gimmicks.
A little bit.
Some sort of. The gimmicks are mostly in the event spaces, where if you're crossing the bridge, you can be blasted by cannons, and most of these events will send you all the way back to start.
And Pirate Land is really hard for no reason.
Yeah, you get sent back to start if you fail to cross the bridge. With Western Land, you can be hit by a train, or you can ride the train, but the train can be late.
You can also accidentally have a player go to the milk bar and invite everyone over to Hootenanny, which basically means that everyone moves to that space. So you just basically move people from that board. But it does cost you some coins. I can't remember how many.
I think it's like 10 or 20, but it is a good strategy if someone's like super close to the star and you pull them forward so that way they have to go all the way around back to get the star. But
yep,
it's a nice little thing. Well, let's see here. Spaceland has the giant Bowser cannon, where if you get caught in its ray, you lose all of your coins.
It's a laser, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This thing. Yeah, it's a laser. You'll lose all of your coins. Good.
It counts down. Like if you go, there's like a Spaceland is basically like a junction and a major junction, and if you go through that major junction 5 times, the Bowser cannon fires the laser.
Pachoo!
Blah!
Yeah. There's also the Sniffets, who you can hire them to kind of help you. There's Sniffets police officers who, if you land on the event space, you'll be chased by a thwomp or what? It's a thwomp and the
It's
other
a thwomp and a womp, yeah.
Womp. That's it. Thank you. You will be chased by a thwomp or a womp, and if you hire the police, they can chase you further down to different areas of the board, and basically get you stuck in one area.
And then Mystery Land is basically Wario's Battle Canyon 2 because it's another segmented board where you have to like find the right way to get to the... I never played Mystery Land that much.
Mystery Land is sort of like Wario's board, but this time when you land on the event space, you go from one portion of the board to another, and the star can be on one of 4 islands. There is supposedly a chance where you can land in the middle of the board and access a super rare area similar to Wario Land, but it's a very rare thing that almost no one's ever done.
I've done it.
Proof or it didn't happen.
It's the area with like it's like off the center of the board, right? Like it's like not in the main, but it's you can still see it on the map, right?
Hey, Silver, I need you to look at this pen for me real quick.
Mario Party.
No, just look at the pen and focus on the bright light.
What pen? Where is it? I'm looking for it on Discord. Are you testing how derpy I am?
No, I'm doing a Men in Black reference.
Oh.
Oh, pen. I thought you said pin.
I heard ping a few times myself.
I heard ping too. Yeah.
I'm gonna ping your pong.
Oh dang.
Oh my.
With the Atari 2600, we're gonna play pong.
Horrorlands is amazing. It's hard. It's a very hard board, but it actually introduced a gimmick that would actually be the main focus of a future Mario Party game, and we'll get to that.
Yep.
But it actually introduced a feature of day and night.
Yep. Every 2 turns, it will transition from day to night, and depending on if it's day or night, different events will happen. You can during the day, thwomps are turned to stone, so you can't move them to take a shortcut. Where at night, they're awake.
Actually, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. Yeah.
There's also a Mr. I that you can use to kind of get up or down the board a bit quicker, while also
he uses rollout and chases you, basically.
It's super effective.
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm sorry. I must have scarred a bunch of people who remember taking on Whitney's milk tank.
You hit a nerve, dude. You hit a nerve.
I'm not sorry.
Anyways.
I'm smiling. There's also one of the greatest gimmicks that doesn't really come back as often as it should, and it's Big Boo.
Now, I will admit that I have never done in Mario Party 2, ever.
Now, here's the thing. In Mario Party 1, there's a Boo that you can see who can, for free, he can steal a couple of coins from your opponents. And if you pay him 50 coins, he can steal a star. However, in Mario Party 2, he now costs 5 coins, but you can usually make it back, which is a nice little way of, getting a few extra coins for a little profit. If you pay him 50 coins, you get a star. Big Boo works the same times 3. Pay him 50 coins, he can steal from all 3 opponents. Pay him for 150 coins, you can steal 3 stars. But it's not easy to do because 1, you need a skeleton key, and 2, it has to be night. And 3, you need 150 coins.
Yep.
It's not easy to get, but at least the minigames don't cause blisters on your hands or cause you to lose coins unless you're doing a battle minigame.
Oh god, yeah, this Mario Party 2 actually introduced, instead of having the one-player minigames, it introduced dual minigames, item minigames, and battle minigames.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure everyone now has that iconic little jingle from a parachuting Goomba ready to go to battle.
And we've already talked about Chance Time and why we hate it, so
Chance Time!
It's in every single. It was even in the first one. We forgot to mention it, but God, I hate Chance Time.
Yep,
Chance Time. It loves you too.
Yeah, the way Chance Time works is that you hit 3 dice. 1 to decide what will happen, either trading stars, trading coins, giving coins to one player, or giving stars to one player, and then you choose who that player is. And you mostly want you to be the one benefiting from it. There are Bowser versions of this that basically benefits no one, so be very careful and don't get them. That's all I'm going to say. And then we move on to
Bowser Land.
Yep, and it's Wonderful Parade, where every few turns a parade will eventually set out and it will chase whoever is on its path all the way back to the beginning of the board, costing you, I think, 2 or 3 coins each step.
Yes, it's 2 coins.
Okay, yep. So if you get caught and it's a really long walk back to start, you could go bankrupt. And it just and then there's also the fact that Mario Party also has a bank. Every time you
I'm sorry.
Pixity has to take care of a cat problem, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. But yeah, Mario Party 2 has a bank.
Every time you pass it, you pay 5 coins into the bank, land on the bank, you get all the money in the bank.
But in Bowser Land, it's the opposite.
Yep.
You get a loan if you pass wait, is it?
Yes, you get a loan.
You get a loan if you pass it, but don't land on it. But if you land on it, which surprisingly happens more than you think, you have to pay everything you owe.
Yep, and it's not even and because it's a cumulative loan, like they'll keep loaning out money to all the players. So like say that over a 20-turn game, the loan becomes like 50 or 70 coins. You have to pay all of that back.
Mm-hmm.
And then the item stores where you can buy items is also reversed. Instead of having a choice of what you buy, you just give a bunch of money and get whatever they decide they want to give you.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, basically this board operates on the rules of Opposite Day.
Yeah, and it does, and it is brutal.
Yep. So this is definitely the board you play if you really want to destroy your friendships.
But man, if you're playing one-player mode, well, there is no one-player mode, but if you're playing and you want to, the cutscene when you defeat Bowser is just so fucking cool.
Yeah, I do love how like if whoever wins the board each time something happens to Bowser, it's just it's hilarious. Like the pirate one, I think you sink his ship.
No. You just swashbuckle him.
Yes, in Western Land, you shoot him with a cork because
you corked me.
Yes, because Nintendo runs off the logic of 4Kids, where we can't actually use guns.
I'm sorry though. I think that in this case it worked
Yeah.
because it made it better. Because in Japan, yes, they use real guns, but in all other international releases, they use cork guns. But "Og, you corked me" is like my favorite Mario Party line ever.
Yes, it's
What is your
hilarious.
favorite? What was it again?
You
you,
cork!
you corked me.
It sounds odd, but
Yeah,
works.
it's the ending cutscene to when you beat Bowser in the Western Land.
Oh.
In the Mystery Land, after you solve his riddle, he spirals into the void, which, if you're looking at it from whoever wins perspective, he's just spinning on his shell like he's trying to break dance.
Yeah. In Spaceland, you attack him in a spaceship by running around him in circles and then blasting him in the back, and he's like, "I'll remember this."
Yeah, because he gets dizzy. But I love how in Horrorland he tries to turn you into a toad, but you use your magic against him and turn him into a toad or frog.
Yep. Yep. And then, of course, in Bowser Land, he faces you with a metal mushroom that turns him into Metal Bowser, but then you use the star's power to spin him around Mario 64 style and throw him all the way around the world. That is metal
all around the world.
That is metal as fuck, y'all.
Yeah.
What do you want, lady?
And well, I would
And
like
then-
$1 million.
And the other thing, the last thing I'm going to mention about Mario Party 2, besides the fact that there's a lot more modes this time, like the minigame coaster and stuff, is that the minigames kind of reskin some of the best ones from Mario Party 1, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually a good idea.
Yeah, like one of the mini games is called Bumper Ball. There's now 3 variations. You have a plain field, an icy field, and
a bumpy one.
Yeah. It gives you like a bit of some changes, because like with the ice one, you have to worry about ice physics, slipping and sliding. The hilly one, you can gain and lose momentum.
That's the hardest one for me.
Yeah, and then the normal one is the one you can never win on.
Yeah, it's hard. All of them are hard.
Yeah, but and then there's also the Bombs Away, I want to say it's called.
Oh my god. What they updated with this one was fucking amazing, because the last 5 seconds, Bowser summons a gigantic bullet bill.
Yep. And it will launch at you, and it's basically designed to make sure that there is at least one victor if you're unlucky to be hit by it.
Yep.
Mario Party 2. You're so beloved.
And then we had
3. I'm sorry. You go on, guys. I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's okay.
No, I was going to. And then we have the actual best one. Fight me.
I'm gonna fight you.
Look.
Now this one I had. And no, well, Glitch, since B loves it so much, let's let her explain why.
Look, see, here's the thing. Mario Party 2, it's great, it's fun, but Mario Party 3 has a giant star with a mustache and Waluigi. Need I say more?
You done? Is that the reason? Is that the reason?
That's my reason. Like,
okay.
Any game that introduces the Purple Man, and that makes it a great game. 10 out of 10.
I guess. But anyways, Mario Party 3 has another plot, a different one, about the new millennium. We have a star called the Millennium Star that falls from the sky every 1,000 years or so. And, well...
Is that why it's called the Millennium Star?
What?
Is that why it's called the Millennium Star?
I guess so.
What is this like slightly like I can't tell if y'all are being playfully mean to each other or not.
We're being sarcastic, yeah.
You dumbass! Did you not notice it?
Like,
anyways,
yeah.
Anyways, the star lands, and they all fight over who wants to keep the Millennium Star. Then they get transported into a toy box. So everything in Mario Party 3 has this really cool toy box aesthetic. It feels like almost Paper Mario, almost.
Which is kind of funny because Mario Party 3 released in 2000 and Paper Mario released in 2001, so this could have been a bit of a precursor.
And in North America and elsewhere, it released in 2001 as well, at the very end of the N64's lifespan. So Mario Party 3 is actually very sought after. It's actually pretty expensive compared to the other Mario Parties.
I actually have a copy of it.
So do I.
Nice.
I only have a few 64 games in my collection.
Wah, wah, wah.
But it's not my main kind of console of choice, that's why.
The N64 was definitely a weird transition for Nintendo, but
because of this, Mario Party 3's biggest marketing gimmick was 70 new mini games, which was the most mini games we've ever had. At this point.
Yeah.
Like, it even says that on the box. It doesn't even have a really good tagline. It just says 70 all new mini games. I'm dead serious.
Yeah. I mean, whew.
And some of those mini games, fuck Game Guy. I do not like Game Guy. He is a pain in the ass. He makes this game very unlikable, in my opinion, sometimes.
Here's the thing. For those who are unaware, Game Guy basically is basically a chance to increase your amount of coins depending on how lucky you are. If you get one of his games where, well, you actually have a chance of winning, you can double your coins. There are 3 games. There are 4 games?
3. There's 3.
No,
There's 3.
No, hang on. There's the Chain Chomp game where
there's 4. There's 4. Yeah.
There's a Chain Chomp game where 2 Chain Chomps will try to eat cake. Never choose the one that isn't ×2. You will lose pretty much every time. There's the roulette table where that's literally just chance. You're better off picking. Yeah, you're better off picking the biggest square to get the best chances. There's the roll the dice mini game where you can roll a dice, I want to say 2 times, and if you land on higher than Game Guy or on a 7, you win.
But if you roll too high, you fall, and then you lose.
And then there's the mystery box where you have to pick Toad. Literally, it's random, and you can do it 3 times, and you can. I think you can triple it if you get all 3 times. But if you lose any of these games, then all the coins that you're forced to bet are automatically confiscated. You lose all your money.
I wouldn't mind Game Guy if it wasn't forced. It's forced. If you land on his spot, you have no chance. He takes you have no choice. He takes all of your coins and holds them.
Yeah. It sucks. It's literally like going to Vegas. It's like going to Vegas and being forced to gamble your money away. You have no choice. And like if you lose all your money, you don't get it back. You just lost all the money.
Because of its of gambling laws and like restrictions in Japan, this is why we did not get Mario Party 3 on the Virtual Console on the Wii, and probably won't see any future release of the game as a port anytime soon. Fuck you, Game Guy. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I think that's the main title of the podcast today. Fuck you, Game Guy.
Yeah.
2 bits of Tomas. Mario Party series. Fuck you, Game Guy.
Yes.
But what's really sucks is that if again, if you're playing against the AI and they get Game Guy and
Oh God.
they somehow get the lucky 7, they can max out their freaking coins. And I've had this happen to me once.
Even worse is that this is the first Mario Party that introduced story mode, which means your one-player mode, you got to get through all the boards to get the Millennium Star. To be worthy of the Millennium Star, you got to collect these little stamps. And if you're playing on any difficulty, really, Game Guy will fuck you over. Period.
Yeah, no matter what, he will screw you hardcore, and it's just like there's just like nothing you can really do because, and you have to go through what is it like 6 boards?
6 boards, yes.
Yeah.
They are, and I think we're just gonna speed up like the boards thing here because we're gonna be here all night. I think.
Yeah, I don't want to be here all night or make this into a 2-parter.
I'll just list them as okay. So the first one is Chilly Waters, which is ice themed. Second one is Deep Blooper Sea, Under the Sea. Third one is Spiny Desert, where there's 2 stars, one a mirage and one the real one. It's a pretty cool gimmick in the desert. Then there's Woody Woods, which just keeps changing paths. Then there's Creepy. Wait, I think there's only 5 until you unlock Waluigi Island. The 5th one is Creepy Cavern, which has God, I even forget what it has. It's so forgettable for me.
It has spaces.
Oh yeah, it has spaces. And then Waluigi's Island, which has a shit ton of gimmicks, a shit ton. It's an insanely difficult board. And this is one of the few Mario parties where Bowser doesn't really get much. He is a space. He has, his like space duties, but he doesn't get a board or really a storyline in this game.
Yeah, the whole thing with Bowser is that he's trying to get the Millennium Star, but he keeps getting thwarted because he's either too late or Daisy, one of the other newcomer to the board, basically bitch slaps him out of existence. I'm not kidding.
And then Waluigi literally kicks his ass.
Yeah. It's like, I'm Waluigi. I shall be in Smash Bros., not Sora.
And you just pissed off so many people. This is why we love you.
Look, I'm just going to say this. Fuck. What is it called? What's the... Fuck Rechain of Memories. Hard. No lube.
Damn.
I spent 100 hours playing Kingdom Hearts, getting every Keyblade, getting every synthesis item, getting every achievement except one, and then I go to a card system. I'd rather play card games on motorcycle than try to actually finish Rechain of fucking Memories.
My husband hated it too. I was watching him and I can't tell you how many times I heard him rage quit. I think he did eventually beat it.
No,
but it
not worth
was
it.
so upsetting to just hear him cuss and I'm scared to get to it when I do.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyways, Glitchy, may I ask, since you love Mario Party 3 so much, how do you explain one of the most boring settings in a Mario Party game history? Duel mode. I'm sorry. The duel mode is so boring.
Duel mode it's an interesting concept and an interesting idea. It's just not executed real well. The way it works is at the beginning of the game, you get a party member who will fight your opponents and try to deplete their health bar from 5 to 0, or try to make sure that you have the most health after the turn limit ends. At the start of every turn, you have to pay coins to your partner. You have no coins, you end up losing it. So You have to make sure you collect those coins, and each party member costs a different set of coins, and having two of the same party members give you bonuses. But, like Silver says, it's really. That one I can't excuse. It's just boring.
Yep, it's shit. I just, and honestly, like before, I mean, there were honestly the mini games in this game are not that fun. There's a few that are fun, but like there's a lot of them that are like guess how many, and like, can you remember what? I feel like to get to the 70 mini games mark, they just came up with some really boring luck based ideas.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more boring Mario. This one has one of the more boring Mario Party board mini games. And with the
two is better. Two is better.
Does two have the purple man with a rose?
Who cares?
I care. I love that guy. He gets no respect.
I'm gonna expect a fight at some point, I guess.
Listen. The way we're going to fight is that we're going to have a thumb. We're going to thumb wrestle. I'm going to lose because Silver has bigger thumbs than me for some reason.
Yeah, but that is only if one of us gets the dueling glove item.
Speaking of which, this is the one and only game to have secret items.
It is. There's four of them.
Yep. There's the Shy Guy coin, which means you can either play the Shy Guy game if you want to test your luck. Don't do it. Or you can force someone else, and hopefully they will somehow lose.
My favorite item in Mario Party history. I will give it that.
Yep. There's the item trade box, which is like a plunder chest.
The barter box.
Box. Except you can trade all items with one person in your inventory.
Yeah, that's mean.
There's the Koopa Bank card, which will allow you to basically just be like, hey, I want to land on the bank and get all the coins, please. Thank you. And then
there's the most common one, I think. If you play like maybe a 10-turn game, you get the Wacky Watch a lot. If you play with, yeah.
Yep. That one is so overpowered. Like, if you get this, you can cause the last 5 turns to come immediately. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You're playing 50 turn game, and you're only on turn 10. Bam! Wacky Watch. Last 5 turns.
And you forgot to mention that if you're playing after the last 5 turns, you can go back to the original last 5 turns. I have seen this happen when I played Nintendo 64 Mario Party 3 by myself, and fucking Daisy at the very last turn plays the Wacky Watch, and then it starts all over again.
Yeah,
I hate the Wacky. Yeah.
Yeah, the Wacky Watch basically can extend the last 5 turns, which can have some effect because you basically end up screwed. And hopefully, but you know what, I think we're done talking about Mario Party 3, but these first 3 games for the N64 were fantastic. They really set up what Mario Party could be and could do, and it just kept getting crazier when we get to Mario Party 4.
When I got Mario Party 3, my mom said at Toys R Us, my mom was like, I'll bet 4 is right around the corner, and she was right. Welcome to the only reason I actually got a GameCube.
Oh, really? You didn't get a GameCube for the launch title, Luigi's Mansion?
Not really. I only wanted Mario Party 4. And to be quite honest, once I got the GameCube, I was disappointed.
Wah, wah.
Mario Party 4 is a good game, but we'll get into that.
Hey, it's one of the few I can actually talk about. Even though
Yay!
Finally,
I will say I know it's because I never grew up with the 64 or have anybody who have it, but I played a little bit of 4. It's not the one I first played. That will be 5, so I can talk about that a little more better.
Okay.
But yeah, I played a little bit of it. I can't remember if what the plot or the gimmick of the game was, but I remember it being pretty okay. Not great, mind you, but okay.
I think I could be wrong. I think the plot of it is that it's I think this one it's supposed to be everyone's birthday.
Yes, it's your birthday, and Toad and the gang have released the Party Cube, which is, according to the opening titles, just chock full of fun. But I will admit that the menus for Mario Party 4 were really advanced for their time because it had like animations and stuff more than we'd ever seen from Mario Party.
Yeah.
They're probably trying to show the oomph up from 64
to GameCube. Yeah.
It definitely does a pretty good job. And the boards for this one, I think there's one for each of the of the people throwing a party. So there's 5 boards. You have Toad's Amusement Park.
Toad's Midway Madness.
Midway Madness. You have Goomba's
Booty Board. No. Greedy Gala. I was thinking Mario Party
8. You have Goomba's Green Gala. You have Koopa Troopa's
Seaside Soiree.
Yep. You have Boo's something.
I know it's Ghastly something.
I just know it's a haunted board, which is really fun. And then you have Shy Guy's Jungle. To which I have to say this: praise the Shy Guy gods.
Oh my God! Yeah, if you're not careful, that board can be really tough.
Yeah. Similar to as all Mario Party boards, each of these has their own little gimmick. Toad's Midway Madness has a roller coaster you can ride, or it can send you far away. Koopa's Beachside Resort, or whatever it's called. The whole gimmick is that you're trying to build up this resort, but every time you land on a certain space, bam! It gets washed away and you start from square one.
Excuse me. It's called the Koopa Cabana. Yes, Ripley.
I don't know if I should congratulate you because that was really clever, or I hate it because it was clever.
What, the people who made the game or the song I did?
The little song. That was pretty clever.
I was going to say yes. But,
fun fact, this game actually won a Kids' Choice Award.
I believe that.
No, I wouldn't deny it either.
The Boo's board is a bit interesting, where you can kind of ride this coffin to cross bridges that are basically invisible, and try to access certain areas. Then you have like, oh frick, what was it? Shoot, I freaking forgot. Oh, you have Goomba's Greedy Gala, where it's basically a giant roulette table, except there's no gambling. What the hell?
For kids.
Well, you gamble on which section of the board you're going to be on, and it's tough.
Yeah, if you get the arrow, you can decide where you want to go, or you can pay coins to have better luck at getting where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what was the other one I missed? Because we
did Boo, we did Koopa, we did Shy Guy, we did
Shy Guy. His is basically a jungle with rising and lowering tides that block off certain areas, and you can cause the tides to rise if you pray to the Shy Guy gods. Except he's almost always grumpy. It's just funny.
And you gotta choose which you want, a happy wish or a sad wish. And then I forgot to mention that in all of these games, and then there's Bowser's Gnarly Party.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Probably because it's forgettable. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's not a good Bowser board.
Yeah. Literally, it's like if you can't even remember all the boards, it's not really that good now, is it?
I think that like the gimmick was that there's like junctions that crumble if you walk on them too much, and
Sounds
that's all I
right,
Yes.
but it's
remember.
been forever since I've played. Like,
Uh,
Yeah.
in each, and these games brought two items that were very well received when they first came out, but never were seen again: the Mega Mushroom and the Mini Mushroom.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I like those actually.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought they were really fun, like because I didn't play it till I was a little older, but I was like, mini mushroom, mega mushroom, and like you go into different little sections of the board and stuff. I
Yeah,
thought that
Mini
was
Mushrooms are hard to like get all of the mini games. They're fun, but they're hard to access because you
yeah.
get them randomly. The Mega
Yeah.
Mushroom is fun though because you get to squish everyone
Oh
And
yeah, I
steal their
thought that was fun.
coins.
and roll
The
higher.
Yep. The
Yeah, too.
the mainstream will make you roll less, but you can access some special mini games.
If you
Um,
roll good.
yeah, and also you can take shortcuts through certain pipes to like
And
um
to just
yeah
get like stuff
The
easy.
mini,
And then
yeah,
when you're big, you can't go through those at all. Like that's a fun. I think it's a fun trade off. Like
yeah.
you know,
yeah.
You also can't access any of the shops or buy or even buy the star. I think if you're big.
or small. I don't know. I don't
No,
remember.
small you can definitely do it, but I think big you're screwed.
The only problem I have with Mario Party 4's aesthetic and the boards is that the boards themselves are hovering over like something. They look really flat and shitty. I'm sorry. They don't look
Yeah,
that good.
yeah. The mini
Except for maybe
games.
except for maybe Goomba's Greedy Gala. I like the style of that.
Yeah, Uh, the mini games are a little bit better this time around, but
Except for right or left, because I hate that one with a burning passion.
yeah, that one is definitely not that good. But is this the game that has the dungeon duo?
Yeah, I don't like that one either.
What?
Especially when you're no, I'm sorry. If you're trying to play with an we okay, so I was playing Mario Party Superstars at Quick and Gatos the other night, and like we're playing the Dungeon Duos one because they bring back all the old mini games. I have never screamed at someone so loud before because they were not following the directions, and I was like, "No, you idiot! You've got to fucking do this right!" Oh my god. I mean, I'm a nice person until I play Mario Party. Then I'm
I
mean.
think everybody is.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. We're everyone's nice, but then you play Mario Party, and then you realize, oh right, I suddenly hate you all.
Fuck you, number 6. If you steal my star again, I will punch you in the goddamn mouth.
Basically that.
and
Yeah.
Uh,
and what's also kind of
crazy.
fun is that each board like, also again depending on your size you can do a few interesting things like you can like ride on a casino chip in Goomba's gallery to gala to like collect some coins, or in the case of Bowser gnarly party, if you're a giant you can fight him in a sumo wrestler style.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The Bowser wrestling minigame. The other thing about Mario Party 4, though, that I don't like is that unlocking the Bowser minigames is really hard because mostly you'll end up with Koopa Kid, who just steals coins. And
Yeah.
even if Bowser does, you don't land on Bowser in this game. He lands on you. Boo-boo.
Yeah.
Uh, he he uh, he rarely picks the Bowser mini games.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just steals more coins.
Yeah, and when you do get
They fixed this in later Mario parties.
yeah, and when you do land on play the games, you're basically playing a game of chance where if you lose all your coins.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Especially Fruits of Doom. That one was terrifying.
Ooh, yeah. Pixie, did you have any stories from this game? I know you said you didn't play it too much, but this was
uh,
one of the games you played.
I do remember. I know it's gonna be biased because I'm an alien. I have alien in me, but I remember there being a space world and stuff.
Mm-mm.
Wasn't there one like a little place?
That's
where
5. That's number 5.
Okay, maybe
Yeah.
I'm blending them together because they're GameCube. I don't know, but I do remember a few of those things. I do remember one time I was playing it and my mom got upset about me and my brother, and my sister. We were doing 4-party, everyone all out for blood. And she wanted me to do something, and I got really upset, so we had to stop playing. I do remember that, and it was during the little puzzle matching game. Like I think it was like a little puzzle game. Like it was like Tetrisy, Puyo Puyo kind of game.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Oh, Picture Perfect. I know what that is.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Where you have to rotate the puzzle pieces to make an image, and then you jump into the image.
I don't think so. Like I'm telling you, it's been a few years now.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I played. I do have most of the Mario Party games still, because I just wanted to keep them all, because they're hard to find and are also very expensive.
I have 1 through 7, but I don't have 8.
I don't. Well, I have the DS one an emulator.
Well, I mean,
okay, we'll get to that.
And with that, I think we should maybe call it quits, because we are 1 hour in.
Okay.
Oh, we make this a part 2?
Yeah. We might have to.
Yeah,
maybe
because
another week we can do that.
Yeah, because oh boy, as much as I would love to keep talking about Mario Party and its many sequels and the other games we don't talk about, we're not talking about them.
Yeah, we're not talking about her.
No. Anyway, I thank you all so much for coming to this special episode. Before I end this, I want to make a quick announcement that this December, I want to say about 13th or something. I have to look at the calendar, but this December, I will be doing my very first ever live panel at a My Little Pony convention known as TrotCon in Columbus, Ohio. So, if you want to...
Congrats on that, of course.
Yeah. So, if for some reason you want to see my ugly mug and see me somehow stumble my words as I talk about video games, I don't know what I'll talk about, but it'll be video game related, then come on down. I'd love to see you.
Yeah. Finish!
And remember, Pixie, you better not steal my freaking star. I worked so hard to get this lamp.
God, if you steal my motherfucking star, I swear to God.
My star!
No, you stole my freaking magic lamp. I want the star.
No.
Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Yeah, this is what happens with Mario Party. This is what happens with Mario Party. Anyways, we will cover 5 through DS maybe sometime later. Maybe next week. I don't know.
Well, it depends on whether or not we somehow survive each other after a wonderful round of Mario Party. We'll let you know.
Oh, God.
But until then, this is 2-Bits signing out.
Finish!
Take care. I can't do any record voice.
Yeah, because you're too busy giving back my star! Rabble, 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 rabble.
Are we still recording?
Yes, we're ending. We're going to end this video by going. We're going to end this video by all going.
God.
We're ending this video by all going rabble, 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 rabble. Okay. Rabble, 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 rabble.